So a week or so ago, my wife contacts me and says, "Hey, look at this. It's free on Facebook Marketplace." Well, free Facebook. Anyhow, I said, "Sure, why not? I'll take a peek at it." Now, the story behind it is that it was the lady who I picked it up from, her grandmother. Not hers, but her grandmother's. And there's some kind of problem with it, and I'm going to try to remember the exact wording is, it works, but the power switch up here doesn't work, but if you plug it in, it just works okay. It runs fine. So the emphasis here is that the on-off switch, the power switch, doesn't work right. Otherwise, everything else is supposed to work right. So how about we go and take a peek at this? I have a blue one of these, and let's see, pull this down. Here's this turbo tool, and it looks brand new. Yeah, I do not believe that this was ever used, or if it was used in the cleanest environment possible. There's really no indication that this has been used. Okay, great. How about we take a look at the side filter? Oh, look at that. We have a real HEPA filter. This is where widescreen works out well. Obviously, it's been used and hasn't been replaced in some time, but it's there. I wonder really what HEPA level it is. It says 3M HEPA filter. Okie dokie. We can measure that if the machine comes on and works right. So pop the cover off here. Ugh. So can you see the color of that bag? You know, it looks, frankly, it looks like somebody peed on it. So use your imagination. You wonder why I have the gloves on here. And, not only does it smell bad, but it's a brick. I mean, that's funny. How many of you take the bag out and it stays perfectly, fully expanded? Wow, let's see. I assume that's a date. Maybe that's wrong, but wow. That is very full. How about we take a look at what made it into this bag? And of course, well, obviously, oh, now you can smell it. Oof. It smells kind of like pet urine, I suppose, and mixed in with the mold and mildew. The premotor filter is gone. There's nothing there. Absolutely nothing there whatsoever. So we'll take that around so you can see how wonderful that looks. Oh. So I tell you what, how about we take a peek at what's in that bag? Maximum fill line. Yeah, I think they've exceeded that. I mean, it's one thing if it's just, full of dog hair or something like that, but wow. Okay. Wow. You know, I don't really have much of an opportunity to fill up my bags because our house is, well, fairly clean. We don't generate that much dirt. But look at the size of that hunk. I mean, that is a brick of fibrous material for the most part. That is amazing. It's not really that heavy. Well, it gets heavier as it goes toward the bottom. Oh, yeah. That's incredible. So I have a funny feeling whoever used this last just used it and either didn't have a bag or didn't want to change the bag or didn't understand the idea of a bag. Maybe that's where we are now as a society. You know, we look at stuff and say, well, if it's not bagless, then I don't know what to do with it. But that is really special. So, and I'm so glad that I'm outside. So I grabbed this HEPA Crucial bag right here, and I will temporarily install it. Got a whole bunch of these a number of years ago for $1 a bag. Yeah, amazing. Well, in or out, it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference for that. Pre-motor filter guard. So let's see. Carpet height. All right, that works. Carpet, hard floor. Fantastic. Oh, you have, all right, you got a couple of detents in there. That's interesting. And then, let's see if I recline it. So there's a little indicator right here. I hope you can see that. It says brush roll on off. So that's supposed to be off. It's supposed to turn itself off when it's fully upright, and then turn itself on when you recline it. So that functions. Okay, that's good. Now let's take a look at the back. This is a heavy machine, by the way. This isn't lightweight. All right, doesn't fall. That's good. That mechanism isn't broken. Let's take a look at the cord. I'm looking. Good so far. I'm not even seeing a nick in it. Yeah. So the cord is 100%. The prongs are a little worn and not quite straight, but yeah, this'll do. This'll definitely do. No problem there. We're missing some of the tools, but we have excuse me. We have the extension wands. So wands are okay. I see these like all over the place. I think I might even have extras, but that's what we have. And I don't think there's anything else really to look at other than just this hose. Let me take that out and see if there's anything clogged in it. Can I see all the way down? It's clear. I'm looking at it and it's clear. So let's see. Any holes? There could be some somewhere, but it's looking pretty good so far. Not seeing anything obvious. And like I said, I can see light through it. That's fine. And this is a shorter hose. I'm going to say fully stretched out. You can do maybe 6 feet, maybe more like 5 feet. No clogs. Okay. Guess I can hook that back up. All right. Let me show you the sticker. And there we go. 120 volt, 12 amp. Serial number I think it's 08, 06. I'm at kind of a weird angle, so I can barely see it. So I'm going to assume that this machine was made sometime around 2008. All right, I have the, well, let's see, can you, let me get you in closer. Bring you in so you can see the handle. Okay, so here's the power switch. Off is down, and on is supposed to be up. It does feel weird, but it does give a click. See if you can hear that. So it does do that, and the self-propel, let's see, that's off. Okay, locked. Turn it to on. Okay, so that has proper motion, although it does feel a little weird, like maybe the cable in there isn't connected. See, I'll turn that back to off. All right, so let me plug it in. Let's see what happens. Now, hopefully it won't start up, but you know what? Just in case, let me move you back. And if there's any interesting, shall we say, poofs, then you'll be able to see them. There we go. All right, I'm going to plug it in. Hopefully it shouldn't turn on just yet. Oh. All right. So you saw what the initial turn on was. I didn't. So, okay. Well, I guess the daughter, or the granddaughter rather, was right. So the power switch doesn't do anything. So it does feel a little funny, but it feels like there's something there. How about we try to run it on the carpet? So let's see. Let me run this up a little bit. That's on carpet. We had a little bug just come out, and I noticed that the clean light did come on. Okay, high and regular, right? That switch, well, it moves. So let's see what happens. Boy, it runs weird. It runs very oddly. Let me turn this to on for the self-drive. Yes, it runs very oddly. And of course, it doesn't turn off normally. That's kind of weird. Boy, this is going to get old just sitting there plugging it and unplugging it. So let's see what it's doing on the underside. I mean, the motor works, you know, and in fact, it doesn't even sound that bad. So let me bring you in a little closer. See what's happening. All right, now I'm going to plug it back in again. Well, obviously the brush roll is spinning. I'm moving the handle, and I can't really say that there's a lot of activity here with the power drive at all. But that brush roll certainly is spinning. I will give you that. The brush roll's cranking along. So I'm not used to a white brush roll, by the way. I normally see them, say, gray or black or something like that. Huh. How about we do a quick suction test just to see what it does. Although realize that might not be in the greatest of shape. Let me see, can I bring this over to you? Yes, I can, okay. So normally I see that, well, my blue Hoover. I have two blue Hoovers. One's a Tempo wide path. I get normally, I think, about 80 inches of suction. This machine's a little bit different. So what do you think it's gonna get? 60, 80? All right, here we go. Whoop, get as close as I can here. Whoa! I'm gonna take out the tripod stand. Do that again. 62. Okay, so it definitely has airflow. It's got suction. I think it's probably a little lower than normal, and let's face it, I just put a pretty clean HEPA bag in there, and it's got no pre-motor filter. So how about we take that rug plate off and dig into it a little bit further. And I know there's a cable that connects the power drive. We'll take a look at that in a minute. So the usual hair wrapped around everything. That's to be expected. The motor to me so far sounds like it's in excellent condition. I'm not hearing like a bunch of grinding or anything like that. And that's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. For a machine of this age, it's sounding really good. So I don't know, this one, provided it doesn't require anything strange for parts, maybe this is going to be a keeper. Need to get you more in frame there. Let's see, anything else? Any other hidden screw, whatever? There's like a clip here. Let's see, can I rotate that out and up? So, plenty of dirt. That will clean up easily, no big deal there. Yeah, the wind tunnel part of it, well, here is the, I'll call it the dirt tunnel, because this actually can suck up some dirt. The problem is it's not going to do it if it's getting clogged with that. So I have something similar to that in my other machine, and you need to clean it out once in a while. Let's see, how are the bearings? Yeah, I can fix these, but the bearings are showing signs of wear, although it does spin fairly freely. It's like they're riding on rocks, but I've seen worse, and let's face it, they aren't frozen. Let's see, what else can we see in here? Oh, yeah, this belt here, wow. Yeah, that's cracking pretty bad. I hope you can see that. Maybe I'll just zoom into it. It's yeah, it's getting near failure. This one is fine. This thin belt here that directly contacts the brush roll is fine, but the one that is hooked up directly to the motor spindle. That's kind of weird. There's stuff all over it. I got to show you that. So I hope you can see that. It's kind of like an armadillo's body. I mean, that's hilarious. So obviously this would need to be replaced, you might say. Yee. Yeah, this says this side out. Yeah, so that needs to be replaced. Probably a good idea to replace this one as well. So let me take a look at the cable connection. Hopefully we can view that better on the other side. So this cable contraption right here is supposed to move when I pull and push the handle. So let's see, does it move? Nope. So I'm kind of wondering if the cable's broken or if it's just slid off. Anyway, there seems to be maybe not one but two issues in the handle itself. A few screws later, and this is the back bottom of the handle assembly. And as you can see, I mean, how do you do that? This is steel cable. How violent do you have to get in order to bust the steel cable? I mean, shame on them, or whoever did this. Probably wasn't the grandmother, but you've got to be kidding me. Of course, here's the real on-off switch that is triggered with this right here. You hit that up and down. That actually pushes this switch on and off, or at least it should. So, not worried about the on and off switch, but yeah. Wonder what the fix is going to be for this. So, you can probably get another cable. I'll have to go maybe on eBay and see what the pricing is. But that's disappointing. I mean, come on. You actually went and broke a steel cable. And that's what came out of the bag. I kind of spread it out, but it's still 3 or 4 inches high. So I got another HEPA bag that I was getting ready to go ahead and throw out because, well, it smells like our dog Rosie. So how about we use this partially working wind tunnel and vacuum it up. And we took it out of the paper bag that, I mean, is obviously toast, and we'll put it in a crucial HEPA bag. We'll squeeze it in there. Oh, and yeah, at the very bottom of the bag, I found a rag. They actually sucked up a wash rag, or what looks like to be a wash rag. Okay, I hope that didn't go through the brush roll, but you know, maybe it did. You never know. I don't do very many of these big mess tests because I don't normally have messes like this. So this doesn't actually hurt anything because I'm not going through the brush roll. Woo! Oh. Almost thought we clogged it. Nope, still going. that? No, foam. Piece of foam. Piece of plastic-ish, something like that. All right, think we're still good. I think I sucked up a piece of plaster there. Oh, violent. Oh, nails. All right. I'm not going to suck up nails. That's where I draw the line. There's a button. Got a little tiny screw there. Little itty bitty. Oh, there's another one. No big deal. And, oh, I guess it got it. All right. Whoop. Pull the handle off. Ah. So it says bag check now. Yep, it says bag check. So right here, it's about maybe between 1/4 and 1/3 of the scale. And it's still going. It's really inconvenient to keep unplugging the thing every time. So let's see how we're doing. So here's the HEPA. Oh my. Oh. Yes, that. So, you see how much suction and airflow you had left? Even though now this crucial HEPA bag is packed like a brick. Yeah, that is. I mean, that's totally full. But the thing is it still has airflow and suction. Now the airflow is reduced. I mean, it would have to. And even the indicator, right? Even it packed as a brick, said that literally it was only 1/4 full. So it wasn't all the way clogged at all. So if you're not running HEPA bags, or you had any questions about how good HEPA bags are, I don't do this very often. It's been a number of years. This is packed solid. Probably weighs a couple of pounds. And the dirt won't stay in there. And look at that. It still has airflow and suction. Now don't fill your bags up like this. Change them long before they get this far. I mean, come on. You've got to be. That's just so stupid. You got to be crazy. But it still works. Wow. Just wow. Can't leave the carpet dirty. Twins! And that machine always has the red light on because there's something funky with the electronics. Always says the carpet's dirty, no matter what. So this switch did not have the prerequisite click sound when you turned it on and off. It just kind of like went mush. So now, with the help of a little penetrant, it sounds like this. There, it's got a good click to it. So let's see if I just temporarily put the handle back on, hold that on tightly, and see if it works. Did we fix the switch? It's on, and there's off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. Yep, I think we fixed it. Good old penetrant.